Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. We are listening to traditions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ with regards to the etiquettes of Salat. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has very clearly and repeatedly explained this subject to us in his traditions, and what is required is that all of these things should be heard carefully, and this advice should be, and these etiquettes should be followed properly. Today there is a particular aspect of Salat which is going to be presented. In this regard, the first tradition is reported by Hazrat Abu Hurairah when he said that the Holy Prophet ﷺ said at a particular occasion that if people knew how much reward they would gain, they would earn, as to what is the reward for, or how much is the reward for doing the azan or to offer salat on the first row, on the first line of congregational prayer, then they would have no option left but to draw lots. So that is how much the reward is, that who should do the azan and who should stand on the first row. So if anyone understood the reward, then if in order to earn that reward, they would even draw lots. So this means that there is a great reward of giving the azan, and also of sitting in the front row when the space is limited. So we have been told that if there's many people wish to sit on the first line, then they might have to draw lots. And from this, one thing is very clear, that this is extremely beneficial. It has a huge reward, but it should be remembered that sometimes for some organizational matters requires to specify certain places for certain people. And although the teaching is that there is no spaces cannot be allotted, there's no spaces cannot be reserved for anyone, but in order to take care of some organizational matters, one must listen to whatever has been decided. And then Imam Sahib is saying that the first row should be completed first, and then the second should begin. If there is space in the first row, we cannot start the second row until the first one is completely full. And this is also very important to remember, that the line of congregational prayer always starts from the middle. It doesn't start from the left or the right. This is incorrect to do it that way. One should begin from where one is the closest to the Imam. So the first person who is beginning a new line, he should, if there is no space in the previous line, then he should begin the second row from the middle. Even if he is on his own, then it doesn't matter. Other people will soon follow, and the people who come after him, the first person should come on the right, and then on the left, and then again on the right and the left. And so this is how the second row would be completed, and then the third and the fourth. So if this manner is adopted, then it doesn't cause any difficulty or discomfort. And Imam Sahib is saying that some people think that beginning a line from the right side, this is wrong, and this should be reformed. And also there is an extreme and repeated insistence in the traditions of making the line straight. In this regard, Imam Sahib wants to present a tradition reported by Hazrat Abu Masood Ansari radhiyallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him. He said that the Holy Prophet ﷺ would come and he would put his hands on our shoulders and he would fix the lines and make them straight. And he used to also say that you should keep your line straight and do not stand ahead or stand behind the line and behind each other. Or the Holy Prophet ﷺ said that in your hearts there will be a difference. And he also said that those people who have more knowledge should stand nearer to me, and also then other people who are slightly less knowledgeable and then slightly less than those should stand near the Imam. So making the line straight is so important that the Holy Prophet ﷺ was himself, with his own blessed hand, he would make people stand close to each other, and he would put his hands on their shoulders, and he would make sure that they are standing properly. So it can be imagined that how much attention and how much importance the Holy Prophet ﷺ paid to this. So how much should we also pay attention to this? The lines should always be straight. There should be no gaps in between. If the lines are bent, then there is a danger of the hearts becoming bent and becoming crooked. And this is what has been explained in this tradition and in other traditions as well. And also whenever the salat is performed, then those people should stand behind the Imam who are knowledgeable, who are mature, and who have knowledge and intelligence. For children to stand in the first row is not right, because the Holy Prophet ﷺ said that those people should be close to me who are more knowledgeable and who are more intelligent, or those people who have a status. So this is very important for children, and it should be remembered that they should not be made to stand in the first row, because this is going against this instruction of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. They can stand in the second or the third row, and inshallah when they grow up they can stand in the first row as well. But mature people who are intelligent and who have knowledge should stand in the first row. And if there is other things to take into account, such as security, etc., with Huzur, then obviously those people should stand near Huzur. With regards to children, Imam Sahib is saying that the parents may feel like sending their children to the front, and this desire of theirs is not correct. When the children grow up, then they will get a chance to do that. So to please the children and to send them there, you should be careful about that. And you should be remembered that if these things have been said by the Holy Prophet ﷺ himself, then to give precedence to one's own desires over the Holy Prophet ﷺ's desires is not correct. In the next tradition, Hazrat Ibn Umar Zanho relates that the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, and Imam Sahib is saying that in this regard there are many traditions, but this is one of them. So Hazrat Ibn Umar Zanho said that the Holy Prophet ﷺ said that do not leave gaps in the lines. So your lines should be straight, and your shoulder should be touching the other person's shoulder, and there should be fill the gaps in the middle. Sometimes people carelessly stand when they are away from each other, and a space is formed in the middle. So clearly the words of the tradition are that fill the middle gaps. So there should be no gaps whatsoever. The shoulder should touch the shoulder of the other person. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ then said that become soft for your fellow Muslims. So that when they come, you should join them and you should be kind to them, should show kindness to them. And then the Holy Prophet ﷺ very clearly said that the spaces in the middle and the gaps in the middle, those become spaces for Satan to stand in. So these belong to Satan. So don't allow Satan to come and stand in between you in the gaps. And the person who makes the line next to each other, the one who stands next to each other, then Allah will join those people as well. Allah will increase the love and compassion of those people for each other. And those people who breaks the rows and separates them, then for him Allah will also break him. So what straightforward and clear words there are in which the Holy Prophet ﷺ has told us of this, given us this advice. The next tradition in this regard has been reported by Hazrat Nu'man bin Bashir Radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He said that the Holy Prophet ﷺ, he heard the Holy Prophet ﷺ say this, that O believers, you will straighten your rows. This is essential for you. Otherwise, as a result, the person who does not follow this, who doesn't make their rows straight, then as a result of that, Allah will plant the seed of difference in the heart of such people who do not keep the row straight. So this warning has been given by the Holy Prophet ﷺ to us, and this should be enough for us to open our eyes in this regard. And when by the grace of God we have come to the mosque to worship Allah, so these things should not be disregarded by thinking that they are of minor importance. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ repeatedly said these things, and in some times he practically held the people. He told the people to stand together. So these are not things to be taken lightly. Each and every word of the Holy Prophet ﷺ should sink into your hearts, and you should act in accordance to it to the best of your ability. May Allah grant us the ability and to abide by the rules set by the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Ameen summa ameen.